Hello, today I'm going to talk about meditation and why everybody should be doing it. There is a massive misconception, false information, a stereotype, or this idea of what meditation is. It's been tied to spirituality, hippies, monks, whatever. It has its place in all of those realms, but because of this stereotype or this projection of shit that we put onto what meditation is, it kind of makes it inaccessible for so many people, even though meditation is at its core the most accessible thing for every single individual. We're going to take our idea of meditation and what we think it is, and we're gonna fucking chuck that shit out the window and we're gonna start again. Meditation is stillness. It is being present. It is connecting to yourself and your body. It is changing your state of being. In our modern world, we are go, go, go all the time. We are so fucking busy. We always have so much to do. It's do one thing, onto the next thing, onto the next thing, onto the next thing. And we don't actually ever take time to stop, to be still, to go inward. We just live externally, and that is why meditation is so important now more than ever. Instead of thinking of meditation as a practice where you have to, close your eyes and try your absolute best to empty your mind, think of it as a practice where you are observing your mind. Everybody thinks that, within 1 minute of closing your eyes and meditating, your mind should be empty. And if it's not, then you're failing, and then you give up and you're like, oh, no, I can't meditate, or oh, I've tried it once and no, it just didn't really work for me, so I'm not going to do that anymore. Fuck that. Meditation is a skill. It's a practice. It's like everything else. You don't pick up a guitar and instantly become a master. No, you practice over and over and over again. It's about building those pathways. It's about building the connection. It's about being able to slip into a different state of being rather than in your constant stress, sympathetic nervous system, fight, flight, survival mode. Meditation for me, I never did it consistently up until probably about a month ago. Not even a month, maybe. It was sporadic. It was irregular. It was me not even realizing that I was meditating, but turns out I was. I would usually, before I was in a relationship, I would late at night, last thing I would do before I go to sleep is I'd put music on, and anybody who knows me knows that I fucking love deep electronic, ambient, experimental, instrumental music. This in turn would allow my thoughts to just boop, 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 unravel. I would observe them. I would be able to logically think and feel and just go through all the shit that's been coming into my mind all day or for a number of days, and actually start going through it, churning through the information, kind of reflecting on how I feel, just observing my thoughts. And I would come to some remarkable realizations in those moments, and at the time I just called it, I'm just gonna go unravel my mind. But that's what meditation is, it's observing your thoughts, it's connecting to yourself, it's separating yourself from yourself. And I know that's so contradictory to say when it's you're connecting to yourself but you're separating yourself from yourself, because what the fuck? But you'll get what I mean once you start doing it. Another thing I want to say is that a lot of people I talk to about meditation will say to me, oh, I always fall asleep, or oh, my mind just starts to wander. That's okay. That's what it's meant to be doing. Obviously we don't want to be falling asleep every time you meditate. But in the beginning, because you are bringing yourself into a different state of consciousness and being, obviously that's going to trigger you into sleep if that's where you're at. But I will say this. If you're listening to a guided meditation and you fall asleep, the last thing that is going into your brain is shit like self-worth, gratitude, abundance, connecting to yourself, forgiving yourself, surrendering. All this super important shit is still going in, you know, and because you're meditating and you're putting yourself into that different state of being, more connected to your subconscious mind, it is more likely going to absorb and sink in. So even if you're sitting there going, oh fuck, but I always fall asleep, that's okay. You're not always going to fall asleep. You're going to get better at it. But even if you are falling asleep, you're still absorbing all of this fucking shit that's going to make a difference. Another thing I want to say with the meditation is that for me, it has brought this sense of stability, calm, grounding, that instead of the world going like this and I'm in that and I'm going like fucking this all the time, I'm here and the world is happening around me. I'm anchored now because I've been able to tap into a state of presence and stillness that is within me all the time. Like that's within you all the time. There is presence and stillness in all of us. We just have to take a moment to find it. So, meditation. I want everybody to meditate. Honest to God, like it's gonna change everything. This is how we evolve. This is how we expand. This is how we grow. This is how we connect to ourselves. Even if it's just 5 minutes before you go to sleep, just being able to actively come into yourself and connect to your body and connect to yourself is just, it's gonna be the gateway for so much growth, so much learning, so much expansion. Everybody needs to meditate. Every single person needs to meditate, and fuck, I swear to God, once you start doing it, you will never look back, ever. I'm not talking about finding isolated, secluded fucking forest and sitting there like this and trying to enter your mind. I'm saying when you wake up in the morning, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes of stillness and presence, and just connecting to what's going on in here, your emotions and your thoughts. I'm talking when you're overwhelmed and stressed and like, like you know what I'm talking about. It's going, okay, like I know that I can find stillness and grounding within me because I'm able to do that each morning when I meditate, and I'm able to do that each night when I meditate. So I'm going to go and meditate now. And even if you can't meditate in that moment, you still are comforted and grounded by knowing that that is within you. There is calmness within you. There is stillness within you. That you are the center and this is happening around you, whereas not happening. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Meditate. Please meditate. It's going to make a world of difference in your life. It is the number one step to connecting to yourself, to find some self-awareness, to start consciously living, to start unraveling your mind and who you are, to truly know yourself, to find stillness and presence. That is what we're going for.